kiddos. Watch out. Boy, did we get... Are y'all reading those messages? Y'all just reading a few messages. Y'all read a little messages. We start getting messages. Don't worry, we got video to look at. Oh, boys. Look at this. Hey, so I'm from Idaho, and I'm in a bar, Hangerman minutes away from Twin Falls. I swear on my life, Crystal's best friend. Did y'all read that? Ooh, I didn't pull that up, so I can read that too. So we started getting messages today when we got home. And, you know, messages. You don't always know, but when certain people reach out to you, and I'm not gonna tell you who these people are, but you know, we know who they are, right? And if I know who they are, then so hey, so I'm from Idaho, and I'm in a bar in Hingerman, minutes away from Twin Falls. I swear on my life, Crystal's best friend was sitting in front of me. What is her name? See if you can find out if she's out tonight. She was talking about this isn't my destiny. So that's the message we got. And I said, really? Are you still there? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. She was still in the house. And then I get a message that says, I think KK just loud. Let me get my music down. I'm sorry, kids. Look, I'm terrible at this. Turn off the music. Alright. Music down. Music's down. I'm sorry. About time. Oh, Yolanda. Wait, YouTube is not receiving enough video to main smooth stream. What are you talking about? You're not receiving. YouTube is... Why are you not? Are you guys... How's my stream looking? Can't hear anything. Just saying. Alright, I'm back now. Is that better? Sorry. Good thing I didn't rant through that whole thing.
Right?
If I'd have ranted through that whole damn thing, I would have been ticked. If I went through that whole thing. Can y'all hear me now? Can you hear me now? Is what I'm asking. Everything good here. Alright, good. Alright. Well, let's start this over maybe. I'm not going to really start over, but I'll get y'all caught up pretty quick. So, I get home tonight. Well, we were home for a little bit, but hi, old Ma Fraze. And I have a message in my inbox that came in. Oh yeah, we got nailed with snow. We got 4 or 5 inches of snow out there, maybe 3 inches. I don't know. I haven't even looked. I don't even want to look. It was like all the snow was gone. All the snow was gone, and then bam. You was going live hours ago. J is for Justice says you were going live hours ago. I don't know what J is for Justice talking about. I said I'm going live in a little bit. I didn't know when she was. Well, I just hopped on there and said hello. Don't be telling me when I'm supposed to go live. Anyway, someone stole my wrench. Oh well. Oma lost a wrench. So, hey, I'm from Idaho, and I'm in a bar in Hangerman, minutes away from Twin Falls. I swear on my life, Crystal's best friend was sitting in front of me. What's her name? See if you can find out if she's out tonight. She was talking about, this isn't my destiny. So I get all kinds of messages, but then, you know, I did a little checking, and wanted to see where these were coming from. And I thought, well, let's go see some more messages. So I got some more messages, and she says, I think Crystal just walked in. And I was like, come on, don't be lying to me. Don't be trying to tell me. Don't be trying to feed me no little story about Crystal at the bar. Yes, and I think Crystal might be here. Boom. Old Blondie showed up. Now listen, we got video. I'm going to show y'all video here in a second. We're going to have to determine if this is, in fact, Crystal Kenny. Because I can't promise you that it is. I am actually leaning away from the fact that this is. Oh, dude, are all those things going off now? I hope not. All right. I'm kind of leaning away from the fact that this is maybe Crystal. And look, this is her husband, and they were talking about this corn-fed fella. I don't know about the corn. No problem. Keep trying, because no big dude got out of his chair. And so they were worried about getting taken out by the big dude. You're going to have to read the text as they come by. I mean, I guess I can slow them down. Let me see if I can slow this text down so y'all can read those. Time between slides. Let's raise that up. So they started sending, she started sending me pictures of different stuff going on. Then she started sending me videos. And I got some videos here we're going to look at. I'm going to tell y'all right now, although some of these videos are not convincing, I mean, some of them are a little bit, could be a little bit convincing. Some of them are left me going, well, I don't know. Show me that video again. I need to look at that video again. Alright, so this is the first. So let's, I need to move that video. So here's the first one. So she sends me this video here. I'm looking at it. Take a look at that. What she's saying. Yeah, she's saying oh, she gave us a little shot. Did y'all think that was her? She's out on heavy duty, so she can't talk to press. Now we get a quick shot over here, but I don't know if she wears glasses. There are a lot of people with food. Do I have Scottish music in there? Watch for copyright. Is there Scottish music in there? Jeez. Turn that off, Michael. Jeez. I guess I should turn my YouTube on. All right, so we got a no, short hair, not her. All right. So on the quick side, y'all are saying it's not her. So on the quick side, it's not her is what we're saying. So let's look at another video here and see if we get a better look at her. Let me see here. Let me see. I'm gonna try to get another look at her. I got some other video here. I wasn't prepared to do this, and then all of a sudden these videos started coming in. I was like, well, we can take a look. We can take a look. Let's put this one. What about, oh no, not this one. That's gonna be our last one. Let me see here. There's one I want to look at that was close up. I don't know. Just a sec. Let's see this one here. What's this
one? Tell me if a light's shining. Huh?
I don't love nobody, but I know.
She look a little too happy. If she's out having this much fun, that ain't no fun. Oh, let's do that one more time. Everybody's seeing Crystal everywhere right now. This girl's in Idaho, and she sent me these videos, and said, "I think I'm seeing Crystal." Well, first she thought she saw the best friend, then she thought she saw Crystal, and so she was sending. I don't know what. I asked her if this girl looked pregnant. She said, I don't know. Now this is in a little place just outside of Twin Falls, Idaho. Some little bar, Hangerston. Now, this girl looks like she's got shorter hair. I couldn't tell. I was like, who's this guy on her? You know, they kept trying to get a little better shot right there. That shot right there. I don't know. I don't think it's her, but I do know everybody's wanting to know what's going on. You've never seen her in glasses. I've never seen her in glasses either. So I don't know if that's her. Now this is not a good shot of her. I got a better shot. I might have an answer to this. We might be able to find a solution. But I needed to let y'all see in conjunction what was happening, because I was getting these messages and she could have cut her hair. And I'm going to tell you what, I think if I'm Crystal Kinney and I'm walking around with that big mop on my head, I'm cutting that thing off too. See, that first one, yeah, it was that shot of the guy hugging her that made me say maybe. I know. That's what I said. Let's look at that shot one more time. Look at this. I was like, maybe? Maybe that's her? That's what I said to my wife. Me and Nikki were looking at that picture. I was like, maybe that's her? Same forehead. She has a big forehead. That girl's got, it's plausible. The nose is pointed. We're looking at that. Now listen. She lives in Idaho. I know this. Did y'all not see the messages? You guys didn't see. Okay, so this came from a message that I received that said this right here. So this is context for this video right here. This is what I received context for this video. And so when I checked out the I gotta quit moving it around though if y'all are gonna read it, I guess. This is the context for the video. Same forehead for sure. So what do you guys think? Do y'all think that's Crystal? If y'all saw this video right after you got this text and you verified what's going on. So this girl's in here, right? She sends this one, her best friend, right? And then she sends this picture. Or she sends this picture right here and says to me, yes, I think Crystal might be here. And then we talk for a little bit and she sends me these videos. Has had too many drinks, Cheryl T says. That's very possible. They had a lot of drinks. They did have a lot of drinks. I seen look, So I don't know. I didn't see a picture. They didn't send me a picture of them. But I mean, listen, they had some drinks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They had 6 on the table. They did have 6 on the table, so they might have been drinking a little too much. And then everybody's looking like we're in Idaho. We're close to Twin Falls. Everybody's looking like Crystal. Every blonde chick that comes in that looks like Crystal in Idaho, Twin Falls. I can't imagine she would go out. Anyone can send videos. I know, right? I don't know what. I'm just trying to catch up. Looks like she's wearing a wedding ring too. Well, I don't know about all that. Oh, maybe. Oh, she is right there, huh? That is a ring on her ring finger. Look at y'all. No, not her. All right. Well, let's confirm. Let's verify, because I got one more video. I think that'll clear all this up. I should have probably showed y'all this video first. Let me show y'all the last video. I think this one will clear it up for us. Did we see a picture? Is this Crystal? Is Crystal? I think this is gonna clear it up for us. I think we're gonna get a shot here. Ooh, I think we're. Oh.
I'm just trying to catch her and see if she turns.
Up for us. Come on, listen. Turn. Look at us. Look at us. Show us. Show us. Show us. Look at us.
I'm just trying to catch her and see if she turns this way.
Oh, there's a shot. I don't think that's her. Yes, yeah, I don't think that's her. I got another one. Oh yeah, this is the one. This is the one that gives it away, kids. This, I think we can clear up and pretty much say, oh wait, what happened? They're looking hard though. They're trying. Oh, I don't think that's her. Let me see. Come on. Look at me. Look at me. Turn around. Turn around. There it is. Oh, she's touchy-feely hands. You see that? She's touchy-feely hands with everybody. Nope, I think that's... Nah, this girl's too short. I think this girl's too short. Because KK's tall. Yeah, that KK's too tall. I think we cleared that one. I think we can pretty much call that a negative. But everybody else is seeing KK. Look, everybody's seeing Crystal Kenny's friends. Ooh, I tell you what though, that's what I told her. I said, Leah, why don't you just get up there and go ask her? She said, just go ask her. Yeah, see, the first one I saw, the picture I saw, this one, oh, look, she sent that one. I was like, I don't think so, but maybe, because I only saw her for a split second, right? Then I saw this one. Then she sent me this video. No, not this one. Not this one. She sent me, this video. And then that threw me for a loop because I'm looking at it, Christy, because I know you looked at this and I was like, man, that could be her. The forehead's the same. Look at the forehead right now. That forehead's the same, right? I'm looking at this video. I'm like, but I've never seen her in glasses. But then she had sunglasses on in that picture, and I thought, well, are those sunglasses or those glasses? So, but I've never seen. Then I look, no, so those are sunglasses. So, bam, she doesn't wear glasses. But I still was looking at that forehead going, man, that could be her. So I that's what kind of put me onto it, and I was thinking, is that girl pregnant? And the girl sent me a message and says, no, I think that girl has just got something in her pocket or something. So, but it was at least worth looking into. I mean, there's been KK sightings around Woodland Park. There's been KK sightings around Idaho. So, you know, even through our chat, when we finally got down to it, I told her, I said, just chatting with the girl who sent me the pictures and the video, I was like, I don't think that's her, but it could be. It could have been, you know? And so, it was just one of those. We had to do what we had to do. No, I don't think it was. I don't think it was KK. I'm gonna concede, but it was close enough to take a look. Yeah, exactly. It might have been close enough. It was worth looking into. I mean, it was worth taking the messages for sure. That I ain't even gonna lie. My beautiful wife's over here doing yoga. Getting her yoga, trying to get her yoga on.
Still got a very sore butt.
Dye my hair dark and cut it, Nicole. I think that's the road. If KK dyed her hair dark and cut it, she might not be recognizable at all. Do I think KK's pregnant? I don't know. You know, there's a lot of rumors. Lots and lots of rumors. Well, yeah, it's like once everybody's driving. Omar Fraze's in the house. Everybody's driving the same car now. Everybody's looking, right? So if you live in Idaho, Twin Falls, and you've been following this case, you're looking at the grocery store. Anytime you see a blonde, you're like, is that the blonde? Is that the blonde? You know? And so, yeah, definitely. How can I have 97 viewers right now and I can only get 9 likes? Is that video this bad? Jeez. You kids. Man, that's not very nice of y'all. It's even free to like videos. I feel kind of hurt right now. Oh. Yo, KK lookalikes out there. There's lots and lots of KK lookalikes out there. I doubt she's going to show her face in public, Shell says. I don't know. Like, I mean, it's one thing to stay under, there we go. That's a little bit better. A couple 21 likes. That's fair enough. That's fair enough. Thank you, Jamie, Texas Chick. We had a great anniversary. We went to a couple of cool restaurants. And had like
cheap menu, had a bunch of
a bunch of food. We had a bunch of food, but it was like happy hour, half price foods. So it was a good lesson too, because now we know where those places are at.
Yeah, go early. Go around 3 o'clock. Ended with coffee and matcha.
Coffee and matcha. Then we came home. We were home early. Took a little nap. Even got a little nap
Woke
in.
up to snow.
Yeah, we woke up. There's 3 inches of fresh snow on the ground. We weren't really, yeah. We weren't looking forward to snow, but yeah, it's a little better like ratio now. Viewer to like ratio. I was like, do I really not have anybody in here that'll like a video? I was starting to feel hurt. I'm just kidding. But I got you to like some videos. Thank you. Anyway, it was a good day. Good, crazy day. If you rode along with us Facebook or Now we're on the YouTube. Little Fireside Chat this evening. We had gotten 15 years I've been married now. If you missed my live yesterday, so Colorado Mom's friend says Kelsey Bareth could win. What? Messages coming in now. Once you start talking, everybody's sending messages. So I got messages flying in on the Facebook. I'm just trying to see what these are.
Oh my. I'm out of here.
Uh-oh. Maybe something new. Where does CBS say?
With the Chase mobile app, Jason Wu could pay practically anyone at any. Jason Wu could pay practically.
There's a new video out, maybe, or a. Oh.
Believes it came to an end. Nikki, good morning.
Good morning, everyone. Ashley Cogburn says her friend Kelsey Bareth had a lot
where he did something to her.
in the relationship between her close friend Kelsey Bareth and Bareth's fiance Patrick Frazee.
He was just always mad about something.
She couldn't win, it sounds like.
She couldn't win. The things that he would say to her were somewhat demeaning. I remember one time in particular, she came to me and she was just crying. And Kelsey is just, she's a tough girl. And I can't remember specifics, but I just remember gathering.
So there's an interview that just
Kelsey Bareth is
came out
for the first time. It's an interview you'll see only on CBS this morning.
You'll see it on CBS this morning, but you already saw it on Dad with a Phone.
Her fiance, Patrick Frazee, is charged with her murder.
So this one is an interview that just came out.
Now, she believes it came to an end. Nikki, good morning.
Good morning, everyone. Ashley Cogburn says her friend Kelsey Bareth had a lot going for her, a dream job, a baby, and a fiance. But she says Bareth also often appeared to be upset, and she believes it had to do with Patrick Frazee.
The moment that I found out that she had been missing, the first words that came out of my mouth were, he did something to her.
Ashley Cogburn says she saw red flags in the relationship between her close friend Kelsey Bareth and Bareth's fiance Patrick Frazee.
He was just always mad about something.
She couldn't win, it sounds like.
She could. The things that he would say to her were somewhat demeaning. I remember one time in particular, she came to me and she was just crying. And Kelsey is just, she's a tough girl. And I can't remember specifics, but I just remember gathering, this person is borderline emotionally abusive to you right now.
Cogburn and Bareth met in elementary school and grew up like sisters
girl.
in Washington State. They recently lived together in Colorado, while Bareth, who was pregnant at the time with Frazee's child, was working nearby as a pilot.
Oh, so
Who
that was in
Kelsey
Grand
Bareth?
Junction.
Kelsey was a kind, sweet girl. She kind of
This is
had
a
it all
different
going
girl.
on. She was, you know, she was really smart.
Nice.
She was on top of her game in life.
A female pilot. She was doing it all.
Yeah, she was doing it all.
Bareth hasn't been seen since she was captured on this surveillance video Thanksgiving Day at a Colorado grocery store with her and Frazie's now 1-year-old daughter, Kaylee. Frazee was arrested less than a month later and charged with Bareth's murder. Investigators do not believe he acted alone. When Patrick was arrested, what was your reaction?
I mean, I wanted to hold on to hope that that wasn't the case, you know, so I grasped onto, well, maybe somebody took her, maybe, I think deep down I knew.
Cogburn says she had at times encouraged Bareth to end her relationship with Frazee, but Bareth believes she could still make it work. Cogburn now believes Bareth would just want to know her daughter Kaylee is safe. What would you say to Kaylee?
I know that your mom loved you so much. She was so happy that you were here, and I know that if she were still around, she would be an awesome example of a person that you could grow up to be like.
Kelsey Bareth's parents have been granted temporary custody of their granddaughter. Frazee has not entered a plea, and his public defender tells us he can't comment on the case. A preliminary hearing for Frazee is scheduled for February.
Why is her friend speaking up now?
So why?
She wanted people
I didn't
to know.
even see this interview. I don't know why I haven't seen that interview before. That's interesting. Because that's an old interview, so I hadn't even seen that one. Whew, man. All right, we'll see you, Mary. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, I'd never heard that one. Somebody sent me that one just now. At first, it sounded a lot like the girl I interviewed from down south, but I think that was a childhood friend that lived with her maybe for a little bit. No, I don't think so. I think that girl is from down south. I don't think that girl is the same girl I interviewed. The girl I interviewed knew Patrick before she actually knew Kelsey. She met Kelsey through Patrick. So that's a good interview. I'm going to have to go back and look at that one too, because I've interviewed 5 or 6 people now. I did interview one of Kelsey's friends from up north too, but that was Amanda. I guess it could be her. She just went under a different name with me. I didn't release her name. The same girl I interviewed was the same girl that was in the Dateline. So I don't think this Amanda Coggill. I've just been interviewing them on Facebook, and I haven't been putting their names, and so I haven't really kept track, straight in my head. Who I don't know. I don't have picture, or I didn't have pictures. I had just interviewed people via telephone, so I didn't have a face. They all kind of tell a great story of Kelsey, but this girl I think is a different girl that CBS got a hold of. And but that I'm gonna have to, I saw that interview. It's that one's a CBS interview that we were just listening to, and it was just something that someone had just sent me, so I just took a look at it. But are you gonna tell us what is KK's new identity? Z Storage in the house. Yeah, everybody's seeing KK. So people had, if you're just coming in late, I don't know how long you've been here, but people sent me this video right here. Now look at foreheads on this video, and if we get the mugshot come up, if you look at the forehead, that's a big forehead. Look, it was close, right? But I'd never seen her in glasses, and I was like, she didn't just simply throw some glasses on and try to hide herself and go out to the BR. Hang out at the bar. But we thought maybe we had a KK sighting, but I believe we have ruled out this young lady here. But she could be one. She could be an KK double. Like if somebody's doing a movie, y'all could go out there to Twin Falls and they got them. They got some women that look pretty close to KK just sitting in the bar tonight. So it was a close call. It was too close to call for me for a while, and then I received, I believe. See, this one is the first one, and I was like, no, that girl's too big, you know. But then this one came along, and I think this one is the one that gave it away. I was like, no, that girl's too short.
Yeah, I think KK's bigger.
KK's bigger than that chick as far as taller and stuff. So, but again, we never really get a straight shot at her.
Having a good time though.
I was having a good time talking. Oh yeah, these people were having a great time. They were having a good time. They were having a great old time. But this is the one that gave it away, and I was like, nah, that's not her. But that girl's got a big head of hair, just like KK though. But see, there's the side. I mean, it's still like it could be. But people, you know, I think close but no cigar. Yep, I think that's right, Leah. I think that's just. I mean, don't get mad at me for trying. I'm just. I was getting a call, and so we checked it out for a second. Thank you, Shell. Thank you. Go to any potluck redneck town, you will find a lookalike. Casey says, LA says, LA in the house. Says, go to any potluck redneck little town, you'll find a lookalike. BJ Church says, I love my ponies too, but damned if I'd do that crap for a man. I don't know. I don't think her staying out of jail conditions would allow her to go out on the town. Unfortunately, I read her conditions, and her conditions aren't that stringent. She can't talk to law enforcement. She has to show up when her court appearance is, and that's just about it. She's going to be on some sort of probation. But we'll see. It's one of those things that she damn near walked away with murder. Colorado Crime Con. True crime in the house? True crime, truth finder? Why don't she have a wrench? True crime, truth finder can have a wrench. She needs it.
How's those submissions going?
I haven't looked at our Colorado Crime Con submissions. I need to start pushing that. We need to get that filled up. If y'all want to join us for Colorado Crime. Uh-oh, I just gave out a wrench. Whoop! Dropped a wrench on somebody. So, if Miss, tell me, girl, make the quick judge, Colorado, or Truth Crime, Truth Finder. Is that KK? Look at the forehead. That was quick. It's a quick look. Is it KK? You just got here. Make your call. Don't be looking up top. We got a message from people today talking about someone, one of KK's lookalikes. So we threw it up. We made the decision. We had enough video evidence that we could rule out. They didn't tell us all her restrictions. Yeah, that's true. They didn't give us a play-by-play. They didn't give us a idea of what her deal. See, people need to understand something. She got charged guilty, or she pled guilty to tampering. But they could have had, her story may include possibly, I mean, they could have charged her with, you make the decision. You know? Throw out another wrench, Yolanda. Yolanda, send me a picture with your pink shirt on with my mugshot, and I'll give you a wrench. I do like the picture of the shirt, though. You were the first one to get the mugshot shirt. If you want a mugshot shirt, I don't know how long they're going to be up. The Real Dad with the Phone.myshopify.com. So the real dad with a phone dash. What kind of nonsense is that, my Shopify?
Come with something better. For sure.
Nurses need the wrench. Oh no. No jobby job broke bit. What? No jobby job broke bitch. Is that what Casey's saying? Well, ex-husband tossed her out. I don't know. Eating her filling grains. Oh, you're talking about KK because she got thrown out by her ex. Yeah, that's the rumor, is that she got kicked out by the ex. Mike, is the boys from Woodland Park still missing? No. The boy from Woodland Park, the 15-year-old, probably. Wrench is looking for trolls. I don't mind the trolls. The trolls can stick around. Can't afford contacts. Wears glasses now. Oh. Ouch. Now, see.
The boy, though, what happened?
The boy was found. The boy was made home safe. Made it home safe. Nobody has any info on why he went missing, where he went missing, any of that. But they did say he's back. True Crime Truth Finder says she need to get her some underground merch. Casey and Mike, thank goodness for that. Yeah, it was good. He was found by noon, actually. So he was missing just about 12 hours, or a little bit more than 12, because he went missing about 7 p.m. the night before, or was last seen 7 p.m. the night before, stayed gone all night. Probably went over to his girlfriend's house, took the dog. I don't know. Maybe he went out camping by himself. Maybe he ran away for a day. Maybe he needed to do what a 15-year-old boy does and get lost. Sure scared the hell out of everybody else in town. I get worried about that stuff because my kids walk all over this town, you know? And so, but it was probably just some kid. But see, that's why it's such a weird thing, because then when a kid goes missing and he's not found, you know, but a lot of the time we don't find out about it that quick. I saw a big issue. Teller County Sheriff's Department issued a Facebook post at like 8 a.m. Woodland Park was actually handling the case, and they didn't issue a Facebook post till almost 11. And really, to be honest with you, between Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram, probably the fastest way to find a kid. Somebody knows something. His friends knew something, you know. And it might have been what happened. The friends found out and boom. Man, Denise, you don't even know. The funny thing is I don't understand why, because it's happening all over the country. As soon as this one was done, a next one was picked up, right? You know, they found a girl, but they caught the guy, and now they're looking in, you know, the whole kill case came up. It's like one after another. This one's going to drag out a little bit because there's such elaborate story given by this girl, KK. This story that she tells, she's the key witness. People don't understand. This is the key witness. She came down here on 3 occasions to do something. We won't see her though until trial. You alright, baby? Go to bed.
Going to sleep.
Go to bed. My wife's sitting up here
Holding her head up.
holding her head up. She need to be getting in bed. Dad's all fired up. It's only 12. I was like, damn, I go for another. I go for another hour. My wife's over here listening to me now.
But I was holding my head up with my other hand, so that's good.
Yeah, it's goofy. You should be go getting the bed, getting snuggles.
I love it.
Alright, sending everybody off to bed. Might have to put some firewood on. If you're in Colorado Springs area, tomorrow is Polish the Knob. And it's a cleanup time for the Knob Hill Urban Arts District. If you happen to be local and you ain't doing nothing,
10 a.m. coffee.
shoot, forget that. Tim, look at the snow outside.
I don't know about down there.
Are you about to walk out there?
I was just showing my shirt.
Oh, you're about to show your shirt. Your bumskis.
Love you, bye.
Yes, bye. I'll be in there in a little bit, an hour-ish. I bet I'd go for a whole nother hour about something. She's the key witness, or the one that's going to cause this whole thing to fall apart, is exactly right. This woman is either going to convict Patrick Frazee or is going to have Patrick Frazee walk. The question is all the unknowns, like the little unknown stuff, like the gun with the missing bullet. How's your Zoom going, Dad? A.K.A. Mike. Have you used it much? I'm not in Zoom right now, but I'm in OBS right now, and I have Zoom set up. The problem is my audio. I can't get the freaking audio in from Zoom. It's weird. I can't get it to take the audio from the window of the Zoom window. So I do call in though. I got my phone right here if somebody wants to call in, or you can call in via Zoom on my phone. If you want to do that, if you're from overseas and you want to do that, tell me. I guess I could just open up and start a Zoom meeting and then have people call in my phone that way. Are you wanting to call in, Omar? You going to call in and talk to me? Is that what you're saying? I'll do call-ins. If y'all got questions, call in to Dad right now. What's my phone number? Y'all should know my phone number. If you ain't got my phone number saved in your phone, then why the hell do you even... This is my real cell phone. This is my burner phone. So, but I use a burner phone because as soon as I need to get rid of it, I could just get rid of it, right? Everybody knows it now, though. 719-377-0343. As soon as I get too famous... as soon as I'm too famous to have that phone number, then I'll burn it away, and we'll move on. But it might just turn into, if it becomes the famous phone, it might be one that I just answer for the hell of it, you know. So people call me now, and they're calling when it's not even live. Like, they could just be in the morning, midnight. Sometimes people call me in the middle of the night. My phone's going off. Now, I turn it off and don't answer it, you know. I probably got some voicemails. Let's see. We could do a voicemail probably. Let's see if we got a voicemail. Or you could call in. I got 12 voicemails. I don't even listen to them. One from... No, I don't got nothing new. I bet my voicemail's full, though. Who's that? Well, that's that other guy. No voicemails. None y'all need to listen to. Texas 2, my box fans rumble. So what are y'all listening to, my fans? So I got fans on top of my fire. Y'all see those fans up there on top of my fire, right? Bingo, fans on the fire. Those are making a little noise. But we got snow coming. And then I got my aquarium. We pulled the aquarium out of the girls' room and put the aquarium in the living room. And so got the little fountain going. I don't listen to voicemails. I might not answer your text. It might not answer your email. I sure as hell won't maybe not even answer your messages. Unless you got something good sending me messages. Like if you tell me I think KK's in the bar, you're gonna get my full attention. If you say, I'm in a bar right now in Idaho and I think KK's here, and you start sending me pictures of a girl that looks kind of like KK. I mean, you don't even have to send me real pictures of KK. If you just send me a video that, I mean, if the girl has long hair and a big forehead, I'm gonna be like, could be KK. I'm still not convinced from this one. So, if you have important info. I put my phone number out there and I can't even get nobody to call me. It's in the middle of the night. That's probably why. Nobody should be up this late calling anybody. At all. How many of y'all in here right now? Can I go to bed? There's 84 of y'all watching? That can't be right. It says live. I guess that's right. 82 of you. Well, 82 of you. What are y'all doing up at this hour on a Saturday? I guess you ain't got to work tomorrow. Oh, Casey, only if. What is Casey doing? Causing trouble. I can't start watching y'all's chat. I get all distracted. Let me think about what I was talking about. Oh, Crystal Kenny. That number's not valid. 37719 3770343. Says it's not valid. Maybe that. Oh, it's because I missed your call. Did you just call me? I just missed a call. There you go. My phone was on silent, and somehow it didn't ring. Oops. I guess you shouldn't do a call-in show. Now Jenny's calling, see? It's working just fine. I did miss a call, though. Miss Jenny?
What's up, sir?
What are you still doing up?
Taking care of a needy pup.
Oh, a new pup?
Needy pup.
Oh. I don't even know where my dogs are at. They're all sleeping.
He's supposed to be.
Nah, you should be asleep.
Right?
You should go to bed. Get off
I'm
the
laying.
intraweb. You got to turn your screen off.
It is off. I'm laying in bed.
It says the number on your screen is not valid. Omar says my number's not valid.
It is valid. It's just not valid in Zoom.
It's not valid in what?
Zoom.
Oh, it's not valid in Zoom. Ah, that's what they're trying to do. Oh, let me kick a Zoom on real quick and see if I can get Omar to call me in.
We need to get Jay on here so we can talk about CrimCon.
I don't even want to talk about that. I've got all the details. I'm trying to decide how big we want to let it get. Because I have options now. Because I don't have to rent the whole place. I can rent 1 lodge, 2 lodges, 3 lodges. I'm pretty stoked about that.
Hell yeah.
And so it doesn't, like, if there's 20 people or if there's 100 people. But if y'all are listening and you want to go to CrimeCon, you need to email a video like this video. Let me see if I have a video I can play for y'all. I might have a video.
Hey, pancake and syrups.
I know, I have to see where it's at. I just redid this computer, so I might not have it on the drive in here. But I think I can go find it in the Gmail.
Yeah, that's good.
Why didn't I download that, though? I should have. I know, I should have. But
Wait, you heard the news that I'm meeting up with them this weekend, right?
oh, with Dre and them?
Uh-huh.
Nice. That'll be fun for you.
Hell yeah.
Jenny's got her seductive voice on, Casey says.
Shut up, Casey.
ID number. I know, I'm trying to get, I gotta get off the phone. Hey, let me get Zoom, because I'm gonna put Zoom on my phone.
Okay.
Alright, just a sec.
Okay.
Go to bed. Where's my Zoom? Join a meeting. I'm gonna point it up right now. We'll see what's happening. New meeting. Alright, use personal meeting ID. Start meeting. Turn that off. Stop video. Bingo. The meeting ID is 519 772 9083. So I'll put that up. Somebody can write that down. Now you can call into Zoom. Maybe that'll work. I don't know how that works either, though. I wish I could pull that in. I wonder if I can pull that in from my phone here. If it'll take a capture from my phone. Video capture device. Does my phone show up? No, because it's not plugged into the computer. Oh, there's a Zoom. You're on with Dad with the phone. Are you there? Hello, Miss Old Mafra. Yeah, there. What are you going? What's going on?
Oh, I haven't been on your channel much lately because I've been injured my knee, so I keep sleeping because of all the medications I've been on.
What kind of medicine they got you on? You got some good stuff?
No, Petadine for it, and then I've got to be on ibuprofen as well.
Oh, I gotcha.
I've torn the cartilage in my knee, and I've damaged the kneecap.
there
I've
you.
been going to physio, yeah. Yeah, maybe
Oh.
it's going to take another few months to heal at least, and I can't even play tennis or anything like I normally do every Thursday.
I hate I've had a couple of knees. Well, I've had at least 2 knee surgeries, and they're not good.
No.
Not
Well,
good at
I
all.
injured the knee. I've injured the knee that I actually had keyhole surgery on about 15 years ago. That's the same knee, and I'm hoping I can avoid surgery this time, or else I might have to have a knee replaced by kneecap replacement if it doesn't get better.
The knee's a bad design. That's just a bad design.
It's the
Evolution, God, whoever, however it came about, the knee is a bad design. that's my take on the knee. Oh well.
Realize you have a really thin, like little muscle or tendon right across over your knee, cap on the top of it. So it's a really fine one. You can just get a little tear in that and cause a lot of damage.
Oh yeah.
At the moment, I go to physio. They just put this machine on that sends like little pins and needles, and at the same time, you just got to make it go higher, and you just get like this pulse taking on it as well to massage it. That's 15 minutes, and then the physiotherapist will massage it with his hands, and then and I nearly go through the roof. He hit the spot that's really painful on the kneecap.
Oh, no fun. No
and then he
fun.
just tapes it up. Then tapes it up so it keeps the kneecap in place, because it's the worst when he's going downstairs or hills and then going upstairs because you're bending that knee. And I can't get my knee straight.
Oh. Okay, let's change the subject. What else is going on?
Yeah. Yeah, let's change. So what's going on? Because I haven't been on here much at all lately because I keep falling asleep because of these tablets. So I haven't caught up with what's going on. So Tracy's next court case isn't until next month, is it?
No, yeah, he has a court date on April 5th, and he'll probably have to put a plea in, whether it be guilty, not guilty, or maybe they have worked out a deal with him, or given him an option out. At this point, who knows? I know that they have been meeting with him. I know his lawyers have been meeting with him, but I don't. There's obviously nothing they can say, or they're not talking to the press.
Do you reckon he'll take a plea and plead guilty at all, or do you reckon he'll just hard-nose it and be not guilty all the way?
I guess it depends on how much of KK's story is true. So he heard everything that we heard, or he actually heard more. He knows more than us, right?
Really? What we heard?
What do you mean?
I mean, really, I was surprised that he knows more than what we did.
He knows more. He knows more about this case than everybody. And so depending on how much of her story is true is what he'll do. So if she told a big fat whopping lie and they just told him what her lie was, he'll either use that against her. They did tell her. He was sitting right there in court taking notes, He has better notes, Plus his lawyers are going to have all the discovery. He's going to have the ability to look at the discovery. And so he knows exactly what they have on him. He'll know everything they'll have on him before he even gets to talking on the 5th. Because he'll have all that discovery. Just because they didn't release it to us, they released that all to him. And they have to. And so he has all that info. So depending on how much her story is a lie or if it's the truth. If he comes in there and cops a plea, it's because she told the damn truth. And if he comes back and says, not guilty, that means one thing. There's a bunch of lies in her story. Because if she told the truth, he ain't gonna try to, like, if that's the truth, if what she said is the truth, you can't run from it, right? If the truth is out, the truth is out. You know? If the truth is out, then it's out. But if it's a lie, oh, see, then it just becomes a compounded fraction on top of another fraction on because then they're gonna start picking apart that lie. Because nobody's a good enough liar. Nobody's a good enough liar. And so they'll pick that lie apart if it's a lie. And so if it's the truth, you know, so that's really in my determination, whatever Patrick does come the April 5th is going to tell us a lot. Because if he doesn't, if they don't, they're going to be talking like, okay, we don't have a body. So, listen, the odds are not in the favor of the people from the get-go. They got a burden of proof, right? And if they don't have a body, if they don't have enough remains, man, I look at that and go, it's a lot to say he killed her, but because you got this other girl, this is your sole weapon, right? Your sole witness, you know, if they have somebody else, like if there's a secret witness, I think we would have heard about that witness by now. I think somebody would have leaked something. I think if there was some other bombshell, you know, they found remains or they found something that they think is remains. There's too many people out on that search that if they find something, someone's going to say something, you know. And
do you think there's any chance they've actually concocted these stories together so they'll both get off?
I think there's a chance of that if there's a chance that more people are involved. So, like, if his brother's involved or if old Ma Fraze's involved and... yeah, I mean, there's a chance that this is an elaborate, plotted out, schemed out plan, but we're stretching, but of course you got to look at it. It is a mystery like that. Is it,
and there was so much time between getting caught and stuff, and like went missing in November and didn't get caught till just before Christmas. That was nearly a month. A lot of time lapse.
Was a lot. Well, there was, and see, because of a few things, you know, they did play some things right. The problem is what happened? Somebody squealed on them. Too many people knew. Loose lips sink ships. I said this from the get-go. I don't know how far back you've been following me, but as soon as the second person came into play, it was, oh, this whole thing got sunk by somebody spilling the beans, you know. And it started with KK's friends, remember? KK's friends came out to the news and was like, oh, we knew about this thing back in, you know, September. We knew about this, you know, a month in advance. Shit, they had prior knowledge of a crime that was about to take place.
Exactly.
And so, if we look at it that way, we're going, man, could this have been a big, you know, is there about 4 or 5 people involved in this thing? And they only caught 2 of them right now? Is it just the 2 of them? And they planned this thing out? I mean, there's so much back and forth. Like, KK came here, KK went back. KK came here, KK went back. You know, then, oh, you had a chance in Reno. Oh, you know, so there's all these little... And then all of a sudden it worked. But mom threw up red flags real quick. Oh, mom knew something was up. Mom knew something had happened.
I don't trust old Ma.
No, not old Ma Froze. I'm talking about Kelsey's mom.
Kelsey's mom.
Yeah, Kelsey's mom is the one, that threw up the red flags. Because around here, it wasn't like people were... It was because of Kelsey's mom. She flew down here and came right into our chambers and told us. She stood up there and said, my daughter's, missing. But she already knew. They already knew. At that point, they were already on Patrick. That's what people don't understand. Before Kelsey's mom even spoke out, they were already on to Patrick. So on that first, that was about 3 days. They had been on to the trail of Patrick. See, December 2nd, he meets up on December 4th with law enforcement to give up the phone, but they were trying to verify. That was really just to verify that Kaylee was alive, and then but they were on to him. I think as soon as the 26th, I think is when I have the first understand. I've kind of I didn't backtrack this. I should say. I think law enforcement was looking at him as early as the 26th. They didn't officially put her missing till the 2nd, but I think they were on. Now, like when I look at some timeline stuff and then think about some things that slipped in interviews, I was like, oh, they were probably on him early. They definitely were on him earlier than the 2nd. I think they were probably on to Patrick, and they were looking at Patrick soon after Thanksgiving, because her mom started screaming on the 23rd, and so
I remember the first interview that I did, and because Patrick wouldn't go to that interview, that press conference.
The first interview, that press conference?
Yeah, that press conference, he wasn't there, and he was getting asked by different people, is Patrick Crazy, why isn't he at the conference, and this and that and the other, and everyone's just questioning it, which I did too, like, it made him look guilty.
Yeah, it made him look real guilty. And so they were waiting for him to talk to them. Like they were trying to contact him, but he was evading them kind of. But, he had given this story though. He gave 15 minutes to the cops on tape. People don't realize that a lot of people know now, but there's a 15-minute tape that they actually played in court. And Patrick has this conversation with an officer. And so this is the conversation where he tells them a lot of fabricated lies. He tells them, I met her at the, I met her in the alleyway. And they get a lot of the story that they tell from this little tape. But a lot of it was probably, then they're looking at the physical evidence of some camera feeds and different things like that, and they're saying, well, this isn't how it went down, because he's over here at this time, he didn't tell us about Walmart, or he did tell him about Walmart, he might have, so they were trying to figure out what was going on with him. But I think they had, so they arrested him on the 21st of December, but they made the announcement on the December 2nd, but we know to get to that announcement they had a lot of info. Somebody's calling in real quick. Can you hear me still? Or did I lose you? Hello?
Dad with the phone?
This is Dad with the phone. I might have lost.
Are you live?
Yeah, of course I'm live.
Okay. All right. Here. This is Eva.
All right.
Now, you're forgetting some things. Circumstantial evidence. Very rarely do you have direct evidence in a trial. No one kills somebody in front of somebody else. It's always circumstantial. They just convicted an abettor of a murder of the beauty queen in Georgia. He helped burn her body on his relative's pecan farm down in Osceola, Georgia. And he just got 25 years as an abettor, and there was no proof that this woman was there. They found some bones, but they couldn't prove that those bones were hers because they were burnt beyond any kind of DNA recognition. But they did, the jury was out for 2 hours, and they convicted, and he's just the abettor. The real murderer stands trial, I think, in a couple of weeks. So don't taint the jury pool.
Well, no, but what I'm saying, no, I'm not tainting them. I'm saying that their story is based on her testimony.
Well, listen, what happened before she got murdered? What happened? You know what happened? They were supposed to go to court for a custody hearing because Patrick was tired of paying her $700 a month. I'm sure that's what it is. A lot of men do kill their wives because they don't want to pay child support. You know that.
Well, no, I mean that's a definitely a motive for the murder. Definitely the motive.
She got murdered right before the court hearing, didn't she?
Well, she definitely got murdered before the court hearing.
Right? Wasn't she supposed to go the day?
Well, he didn't. He had looked into, in August is when he first looked into custody. And then he wanted
50-50, right? He wanted 50-50, and she said no, she wanted full.
Well, the problem with that whole story, though, is that they were out the night before. You know, the whole story of... I can't speak to what their relationship was because nobody really knows. But you know, mom's confused about the relationship. I've talked to people that were with them as of September, and they're saying no. She wanted him in the house. She wanted him to live there. She wanted him to move in. But he wouldn't leave Omar Fraze is the story I'm hearing. And so...
Yeah, but he still wanted custody of his kid.
Well, no, but...
Sure, Omar Fraze wants the baby. The man doesn't...
No, absolutely. But if they... I don't believe Kelsey knew about any of the custody. I think he went and inquired about it. And then...
Oh, I thought they were supposed to have a court hearing.
Well, there was a probate. There is a probate, but I think all of that probate stuff and all that court hearings came up right. That stuff is filed immediately when the missing persons happen, and so that's how it came up so quickly afterwards.
But I don't see how KK has a dog in the fight. What does she have to gain by Kelsey being murdered? She's in Idaho. And Patrick's in Colorado. So what does KK... Patrick is the one that has the advantage of Kelsey being murdered, not KK.
Well, I mean, KK is obviously crazy in the head. Let's start there. Let's start with, we're not talking about advantages and motive. We're talking about a woman who admits to. It came out of her mouth.
Yeah, but she did it 3 times. She could have done it the first time. Why go back 3 times to try to kill her? She could have killed her the first time.
Well, maybe this was a test. It was a test from Patrick.
I think they did give her a lie detector test. They wouldn't.
Oh yeah, but okay. So you think they did? You think they did? No, I don't think that's the truth because you know why? I know for a fact she had her deal signed, sealed, and delivered before she said one word about Patrick, and that came straight out of Slater's mouth.
But wouldn't they have had to have some proof that it was true?
Absolutely not. No. The timeline with KK is this. They contact her in Idaho. She lies to him, says, I don't even know Kelsey. She goes straight to a damn lawyer. She lawyers up. She now doesn't speak with law enforcement until December 20th. She does not say a word. Listen, they arrest him on the 21st. KK talks on the 20th. Okay? And so, but she doesn't talk until she has a signed, sealed, delivered deal. So.
Yeah, this other guy in Georgia, he talked to the police saying that he helped burn a nude body with bruises around this beauty. She was a high school teacher, social studies, young girl, Tara Grinstead, and and his friend came over and said, "Look what I did. I strangled her or whatever, trying to get money for drugs." And they both helped burn the body for 2 days. They had it burning in the pecan orchard. 2 days they burned her, and they had nothing left to prove that it was her. Just some teeth fragments and a little bit of bone, but they couldn't do DNA. And the one who abetted, he got 25 years. 2 hours the jury was out. 2 hours. That was Osceola, Georgia.
Yeah, no, and that 2-day thing sounds a lot more legit in a sense of
That's how long it takes to burn a body.
Well, yeah, I spoke with I was at a memorial service. I'm telling you, and the guy said it took all day to burn his son. And then I had dinner with the mortician, our assistant mortician, and talked to them. And I wanted to find out about the. I asked them about the. What happens when they burn a body. Then they take all those ashes and they obliterate them in like a blender. So it's not only because they have the bones, right? The bones burn up to a certain point and get brittle, and then they put it in like a blender to blend it down to the ash that then makes it into the box. And so people don't realize that it would be like kind of like not a wheelbarrow, but it would be a little bigger pile than just some ashes. It would, there's going to be fragments of the skulls and the big shoulders and the knees, and there's going to be fragments of all of that then has to be put into a blender type of apparatus to get it to go down to the fine ash. So a body never ever burns up completely. Yeah, like when I get in here into my fireplace, you're looking at my fireplace here. When I get in there, it's ashes and it's just the ash. A body's never going to get to that. At least not in a day or two. Fire or in a crematorium.
And if you're outside and the wind is blowing and everything, that even prevents it even further. That's why they had to stay at that fire 2 days. They stayed at that fire 2 days. With pecan wood, because they were in a pecan orchard. That's the largest pecan orchard in Georgia. It's that family that owns it. And his grandfather was very what is the word? Very important person.
Gotcha.
And the GBI, Georgia Bureau of Investigation, questioned them when the woman got. Everybody knew about it, and nobody arrested them. Nobody, because he had an in, and that's wrong too. But finally, justice was served. Finally, and you see, that's why I'm hoping with this case, justice is going to be. I'm going to pray that justice is served for Kelsey Bareth. That's what I'm praying. And you didn't ask your dad one question about if let's just say the state loses, can the feds come in and charge?
Oh, yeah. I didn't get that. That's an interesting take. I think I've talked with.
It's happened before, right? It's happened before.
I'm sure it's happened in cases before, and especially since there was some interstate travel, and
that's right.
and so
I didn't think of that. That makes it even interesting.
It makes it a little bit more likely that the feds could turn around and come back and say, but I don't think that's the norm. It's not the normal. So
it depends on how bad they want to get this guy. If he starts beating animals, I say get him. I'm sorry, I'm not for him.
Oh well, no, I understand.
Animals, so he's my enemy right away.
All right. Well, hey, I think I got old Ma still on hold. Let me.
Sorry. Okay.
No worries. Thanks for calling in. Oh well, thank you so much for listening.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Let me see. Omar, you still there, or did you take off?
Yes, I'm here.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm doing this. I'm just a dad with a phone. You guys know that. So I'm having to do this from my telephone.
Yeah, I thought, that's right. I had to so I could hear you. I actually had to turn up my computer so I could hear what was saying on the phone by you and the other lady. And Yeah, or else we couldn't hear.
Well, is there anything else you wanna pipe in about now that we got going?
The only other thing I want to ask was, do you think KK is hiding out in Woodland Park somewhere, or is she in Idaho?
Well, I believe she's with mom and dad is the last report I had, which would be up in Idaho. And so I think she's up at her mom and dad's place. She's probably laying pretty low. I don't believe she doesn't have any connections here, so she's not going to hang out here unless the state ordered her to stay inside the state. But that question was answered, and she was not required to stay inside the state of Colorado. She was only required to show up when she's called upon for either sentencing or for trial. She is having to make herself available if they call her and want to talk to her via phone or any of that. And so if they schedule something, she has to make herself available for phone call-in stuff. So
will she have to pay for her own transport to get back to here, or will she pay
no, yeah, she's out on her own right now, so they're not paying for nothing. And so they're not, she's out on her own. She is not in custody. For all intents and purposes, she's a free woman under waiting sentencing. She's already pled guilty. They've already given her the deal. And so, we got more phone calls coming in. This one's called twice already. Let me pull this one. I'm gonna pull this one and call. Let's see here. You're on live with Dad with a phone.
Michael, how are you?
Good. How are you?
This is Ryan, C Storage.
Ryan, huh?
Yes.
This your first time calling in, huh?
Yes.
First time calling in. All right. Where are you calling from?
What do you mean?
Location. Where you at? Like what state? Country? Where?
I'm sorry. I'm calling from Tennessee.
Oh, nice. And how long have you been? How long you been listening to Dad with the phone?
Since day one.
Since day one of the Kelsey case, or when's day one of where? Oh, day one of when I started up this channel.
Really, Kelsey, but I am also following J for Justice.
Oh, I got you. So since I came on the J's for Justice show.
If she knows that I called you first, she's gonna get really upset.
She ain't gonna get upset at you.
I just kidding.
No. Well, nice. So what do you want to talk about? What you got?
Well, Michael. First of all, I really want to say thank you to you for your work. I think you're doing a really interesting work. I truly think that wouldn't be for you, a lot of things in the Kelsey case probably were not going out in the same way that we know right now. And I think that this is a very important value for everybody. The other thing is, there are a lot of things. We in this first call we cannot catching up with several things that you have discussed it before, but I'm gonna say that a lot of interesting things it will come in this case for several reasons, forensic reasons, medical reasons, technological reasons, several things.
Yeah. So yeah, if we touch on a couple of those things. So you said forensically. So there's some forensic evidence you believe that's going to come up. You think there's going to be enough? See, my problem with thinking that there's enough forensic evidence is because the cops didn't see anything the first time they went in. Like if it had been, if it had been a lot of blood splatter or a big, a big sign of stuff. They didn't see anything the first time, but maybe it was just cleaned up real good.
Well, yeah, that's very important. What you were saying before about Kike to talking with a lawyer,
Right.
several days after, absolutely, it's absolutely true.
Oh no, absolutely, I know.
So, but there are quite a few scenes. Well, here's the scene, man. You know better this than me. When the trials goes and they start to present in the case and how the scenes apparently happened, etc. There are several ways to manipulate the scenes, and there is when the expertise takes place and can makes a difference. I was reading the scene that she was hitting with a bat.
Yep.
And some things came out. In order to do this in a regular car accident, so to speak, so there is something that is called the Lefort classification. When
Okay.
Your front area take apart from your what is called the cranium. So, and with this, there are several levels based on the type of the fracture and if the teeth goes out or not. So you can see this online. So,
oh yeah, no, I understand what you're saying is about the science and the you're talking about how it took place. So you think they're going to be able to prove that? The only way they could ever prove that is if they had a body.
What I was saying is that a lot of things probably they were found there, and
you think?
Yeah, could be, but based on this, they can establish the probability that these were the event that KK says that.
Yeah,
really,
no, I think that they could if you think they had a good blood expert to come in and
it's
tell.
only the blood. It's only the blood. They're talking about the teeth.
Yeah, well, they're only talking about one tooth. There's only one tooth, but KK mentions the one tooth, but we don't know what they found, but I do believe this. They have not found any remains at whatsoever. Because here's how I know, or here's why I think. Because they're spending a lot of money right now, every day, in manpower, in volunteers, in fuel, and in a lot of things. They're spending overtime looking for any little piece of remains. If they had remains right now, they would have called off the missing woman. They would have probably not. There's a lot of things. There's still a reward out there that anything that leads to the recovery of remains of Kelsey. There's still a reward out there for that. And so I understand if they had a lot of if they have like bone fragments and different things that maybe have been scattered but not seen in the first initial thing. If they have all that, they definitely haven't said anything about it.
Michael, I'm sorry. I differ about your opinion.
I know. No, I believe you. I don't think. I think that if they had that stuff, they wouldn't be looking for a body.
Let me tell you something. I agree in some part of what you said, and probably what you're saying is exactly correct. But I'm gonna tell you one more thing. That cases are, in particular in cases like this, depend a lot about DAs, and That's very important what the DA think and what they need to prove and the reputation and a lot of things, especially in how this case happened. We cannot forget that this case was very close to the national commotion of what case, no? And this is something that when we put in the police shoes and we put in everybody in Colorado's situation, they cannot think that, oh man, we need to kind of act right away. This did not happen in Kelsey's case. For what we know, unfortunately, Casey was kind of a low person trusting in this guy. But let me tell you one more thing.
Yeah, come on with it.
I'm going to tell you one thing that you really need to consider seriously. People say, no, Patrick killed Kelsey because he doesn't want to pay child support. Oh, because he doesn't want to, the custody and see. That's really not the reason. But the problem is, what I'm going to tell you is, when you go to court to prove these things, well, unfortunately, things in court does not move in that kind of way. At least in what has been happening in a lot of cases before. Patrick killed Kelsey because he couldn't control her. He was a controlling man. He wants to do the things in his way, and he cannot find probably in the other girl the way to do it. But when you go to court to say, oh, what was the motive? To go, oh no, he's a controlling person. That's not enough reason to kind of convince a jury that was really the real motive for Patrick to do this kind of thing. In other words, psychological movement play a role when you are want to prove a crime, when you want to prove fact, but you cannot prove, you cannot use psychological arguments in order to say, oh no, this was really the reason. No.
Oh no, I think I'm listening to you. I think what's going to happen in this case, though, they've already started to introduce it. They're going to use the technology, obviously, the phone pings. The problem is the phone.
Let me tell you, nobody's going to go to jail to make a psychiatric analysis to study Patrick, to say, oh yeah, he has a personality problem, he has a sexual deviation, he has this, he has that. So in order to prove his crime, no, that's not the way that these things move.
Well, they should though, only because
this is what is going to happen with Watts later, because Watts is already in jail. I mean,
it'll happen after they're convicted. My only fear with this is that KK started with lies, and then she went straight to the lawyers, and then she had some good lawyers.
Yes.
And she was, so that's what I'm saying. She went straight to the lawyers. And so there's two things that happen. One, she's way more involved than we think or even know. It's not that we know. It's not even that we think. I think everybody believes she's way more involved. And so
I'm gonna tell you one more thing, Mike.
Tell me one more thing. Tell me one more thing.
If you don't understand something that I said, I'm sorry.
No. I'm laughing. I'm laughing with you.
Some days are really difficult for me because I need to switch between language. But the thing is this. Now I forgot because I was laughing with you. So yes, she was more involved. And the thing is this, that evidence and facts plays a huge role on the scene. What do you think that Patrick is
guilty of?
No, with his mouth shut. What do you think?
His motive?
No, with his mouth.
Oh.
Patrick is with his mouth shut from day one. You know why?
Yeah.
Maybe because day after, but really 1 or 2 days after, he went to a lawyer and he turned to hire a high-profile attorney. And I'm gonna tell you, very likely he said, "Oh, the first thing that you're gonna do, you shut your mouth." Period.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
Number one, number two, you know, for your interviews with several people that know Patrick, that he's a kind of quiet person. That's another thing.
Yeah, he's definitely quiet.
And number three, put himself, you know, to feeling in jail with all the kind of thing. Man, what do they say? Anything? Nothing. Nobody. So, well, that's kind of a really interesting case because I'm gonna tell you. Remember, what is gonna happen is to try to convince a jury, and when this goes there, there is a big chance that the things makes a different outcome. Now, I'm gonna tell you one thing regarding KK. I am not sure if she's gonna get what she was promised to get.
Oh, you think the judge is gonna change his mind? You think the judge is gonna come back on what he said?
Michael, she is gonna have a big punish. She's not gonna have what she was promised.
I think 3 years is most. Is she gonna get? That's the most.
I think it's gonna be. I think that something is gonna happen because listen, you know this case better, 10 times better than me. Why? That's the reason, because you are the datos for.
Well, no,
let me tell you something. When you see, you know, these things in perspective, in the big picture, you say, You say like a Colombo. Wait a minute.
Colombo, yes.
Yes. No, come on. So, you know that, Michael. So I think that this case is extremely interesting for several things. Now, we as an audience, we know, we hear, you know, with your work and things, but still we don't know quite a few things that might change this to one direction or another. Now, I'm going to tell you one thing. It could happen that KK ended up being in jail forever and Patrick will be released. I'm telling you. Because that saying that there is nobody around, you know this better than me. Is what she's gonna say, and what about if Patrick says, "Oh, no, forget it, you did it." Well, we'll see what the attorneys are gonna do.
So what happens if you think he gets? Do you think he gets off? What's your prediction?
My prediction is gonna be that KK is gonna be punished. I'm gonna say more than what she has been promised.
Okay.
I am convinced that this is going to happen. Okay. And another thing that I'm gonna tell you, she was a nurse. Let me tell you, Michael, I am in the medical field. I am a medical doctor.
You're a medical doctor. We got a medical doctor on.
Yeah.
We got a medical doctor on. Dad with the phone.
I don't want to say it, but okay, I said it. So not really, seriously. I'm a very humble person. I don't want to, But I'm going to tell you one thing. Is that, you know how it takes to go through to the school to get a license? whether it's nursing, medical, or whatever, takes a lot. They make a lot of background, and through your career, they also check you several times. So this girl, one of the main reasons, not only because that is called something that is called neuro-linguistic science. The neuro-linguistic science let you to kind of read the body language, among other things.
Okay.
In those videos that you show it, I can see clearly that woman is not KK. But I'm gonna tell you one thing. I truly believe that that woman has been placed in there with some intention to later on to kind of show, because the media said it. No, the media is to justify in somehow, KK, no, during the trial. I don't know what can be. I am not into her lawyer strategy, but I can tell you that this is a big possibility, because unfortunately, when you are in the media, you know how the thing goes. Get to show. I'm not saying this about you, but I understand you. You are a different media, but to show several things. And don't forget that people are keeping the eyes on several things. Now, you're going to tell me that KK are going to remind her, forget it, that unfortunately, she destroyed her life herself. And
absolutely. Yeah, her life will never be the same. She might be watching right now, though. Like, it definitely is a chance that there are people watching that are involved. I'm sure old Ma Fraze is watching some social medias and some different things.
We jump into another territory, which is, a lot of people might have knowledge about what happened or what is going to happen, but the thing is to prove in terms of, somebody said it or not, or to prove that this knowledge. That's totally different things. So, for right now, well, we have only Patrick and KK, so we don't know really about the rest.
All right, well, we'll see. Hey, well, Ryan, thanks for calling in.
Okay, Mike. Nice to meet you. Okay.
Nice to meet you.
Listen.
Hey,
I sent a message to you one time and said, take care of your family. Be careful, because you always gonna find, people around me. People you never know. I mean, okay.
Oh no. I mean, I understand. The idea of living in fear, and it just don't have any appeal to me. So I don't worry about it that much, though.
Well, okay, I just want to tell you, okay?
Yeah. So send some positive. You got to send me those positive thoughts then.
No, I always do. Come on, Michael.
Come on, well then you gotta send me them positive thoughts. You can't be worrying about me.
Listen, I always do with you and with Jay, please.
Yes. Well, thank you again, Ryan.
All right, and really, I am sorry that I'm not gonna be able to go to the conference unless there's something happening, but I really have a busy schedule. I work 7 days a week.
That's too much work, Doc. You're gonna have to take some time off.
That's great. No, keep me going.
You got to take some time off. You need to come out here and you can talk about all this forensic science, and you're gonna make me go to this thing, and you ain't gonna even come out and talk and tell me about all the. We could do that little liar test and see if we can see if people are telling lies.
Michael, I have a lot of interesting international experience. Not only here in the United States, in several countries. My father was a lawyer. We were having a project when I was living in my country to open a forensic law office.
Okay.
And I learned a lot. when I was working with him, I was not at that time. I was not even having my medical degree. Then I came to the United States. I went to a different territory. I learned about a lot of about technology, and in part, I share my time in technologies in the medical field, and also seeing sick patients. So I have a lot of combination.
Yeah.
Even though I am no expert, and again, really, I consider myself a very humble person. I am no really a media person. I just want to tell you thank you for everything you and also to Jay have done. Okay.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you for calling in, Ryan. Thanks. People in chat are just giving you love. They loved it. They said you did a great job, Doc.
Okay. Take care. Okay.
All right. We'll talk to you later. See ya.
Bye-bye.
Ooh, Omar, are you still there? You shouldn't still be here.
Yeah, I'm here. I got cut off, and I was just going to say goodbye, but it wouldn't let me leave.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm on my phone, you know. So
your end, so I couldn't hear your end. I was just listening to the other thing turned up, and I was like, "That's all right." So I'll say goodbye, and I'll let you go.
yeah. Thanks for calling in. But you got anything else? I mean, I won't answer any more calls. I'll keep you on. As long as I got to everything you wanted to talk about. If you don't got anything else.
Yeah, that was all I wanted to know about what was happening with Patrick Frazee and KK, and I think that's about it for now. And I'll probably call in when the next lot of news comes out.
All right. Well, thank you again. We'll talk to you later, Omar.
Yeah. Take care, Mike.
All right.
Bye.
We'll see ya. Oh, man. Ryan is freaking awesome. Bruh, you can call in anytime. Anytime. That was awesome. So I guess he's a Jay listener. He's been listening to Jay. He mentioned Watts and different things. I had never, I don't think I'd ever... Maybe I'd seen him. Said he messaged me a couple of times. So I'm going to have to go back and look now. I don't read a lot of the messages, guys. I'm sorry. I don't read my clippings. I ramble too much. My fire's burning good, though. It is 1 o'clock. Oh. I'm tired. We had international call. I put Omar on hold forever. I didn't know I got people calling my cell phone, and then I got people on Zoom on my cell phone, which doesn't work so great. But that was a great call. I don't necessarily agree with everything. You guys listen to me now. I don't agree with everything Ryan said. I don't think they have that much evidence. That's the problem. I think they have a lot of phone pings, and they've matched up KK's story with phone pings. But I'm telling you, if KK's story is not accurate, if it's not accurate, Patrick's going to walk right into that courtroom, plead not guilty, let's go to trial. Because the hardest thing to do is going to be convict a man with a liar. I'm telling you, when they put KK on the stand, she's going to have to tell that story. And if she lied, ain't nobody that good of a liar. I'm way better liar than I am an honest man. But ain't nobody that good of a liar. And so I try to be honest, because them lies will get you. So when someone like KK gets up, she starts with a lie. She's a part of this situation. And then her lie is going to be that she came down here and tried to kill Kelsey 3 times. See, that's what makes me think it's the truth. The problem is there is a part of me that thinks it could be the truth too. And then you want to agree with Ryan. Because Ryan's thinking it's more of the truth than it isn't. And so part of me is like, it's such an outrageous story that maybe it is the truth. And that's the craziest thing. Yeah, I like that Scott guy. I don't listen to him enough, but I like his because he's a short. I can listen to his quick. I try to hook up with that guy, but I got his YouTube gatekeeper. I got the gatekeeper, and the gatekeeper, I guess, got blocked on the underground, and so he did not necessarily like that. I guess That was the first thing he introduced me. I'm such and such YouTubers. I'm his YouTube editor, and I was like, oh, awesome. He was like, well, you blocked me on the underground. I was like, oh shit. Well, what did you say to me? I thought it was funny, but I would love to talk to Scott. One day when I'm up in Denver and I got some time to kill, I'm gonna go sit down with Scott. He's been busy. Yes, he has. Scotty's been busy. He's been doing a lot of those. He's been covering this case a bunch. He covers a bunch of cases. That's a brilliant. First of all, that's just brilliance as a lawyer to do a little podcast like he's doing because he's a lawyer. I wish I could get my dad to do that. If I can get my dad to come on once a week, I'm going to do it. People with real experience, shoot. I told y'all from the get-go, I'm just a dad with a phone. Oh, because he's a lawyer. He's making real money doing lawyering, and his podcast is his retirement. That's like retirement. That's like his 401k he didn't even know existed. Dude, that's brilliance. We should have more lawyers doing podcasts. They're going to need producers. They're going to need sound guys and lighting guys. And they're going to need all that. The more podcasts, the better. That's called collective knowledge. It is the newest way to write a book. Because basically you're writing the story of your life, whether it's through a vlog or if you're keeping it on a concentrated, scripted subject. It is what it is. Kelly says he owns restaurant and bars. He's just a rich dude that wants to do a damn podcast. That's pretty badass. That's funny. Are y'all talking about somebody else? Y'all might be talking about somebody else. Oh, no, yeah, no doubt. What are y'all saying now? Toddy, Titty, Casey's going after it. Casey's going to get blocked. Somebody's going to wrench her. Or all my wrenches have left. This is a wrench-free zone right now. All the wrenches have gone to sleep. Kelly in Texas. Oh, we still got a wrench that's sleeping. Christy said, "I'm still here." I am fading fast, though. Hey, you guys, thanks for watching tonight. Thanks for listening, whatever you're doing, wherever you're at. If you didn't make it through a call, I'm sorry. If I cut you off, I'm sorry. If I offended you, I apologize. Whatever else I need to say. We decided that that was not her. Where's this girl at? Thanks for watching, kids. We are done. What? Thank you, Kelly, Texas. Thanks, everybody. Hold on, Dad. One more thing. Thanks for Fireside Chat and Zoom call. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You're welcome, you're welcome, you're welcome. Thanks for joining. One more, Casey. Go to bed.